so happy to be here with one of my favorites, Nathan Fillion.
Thank you, Jessica.
The Rookie is back this Sunday, 10 p.m. Is this Sunday?
That's true.
Yeah, I know.
It's this Sunday.
Did February go by very fast?
It really did.
I kind of feel like yesterday or maybe the day before was Christmas, and now
things
like
have been moving along quite quickly.
They are,
which is nice. I'd like to see it warm up a little bit.
Okay.
I'd like to see some flowers on the trees.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
First of all, it's been, I feel like the mid-season premiere was finale was like a long time ago.
It was. It's a long time to wait for the second half of to be continued.
Of season 2. Yes, exactly. So what did you film everything the whole season, or like are you wrapped on this season?
We are still right now. We are filming our second to last episode right now.
And there are 20 this season,
I'm getting away with murder being here in New York not actually working.
Okay.
But when I get back, we'll be back to the grind a couple more weeks and then we'll wrap up the season, but and then we'll be watching it on vacation.
Really?
That rarely happens.
Do you watch your own show?
Wouldn't you?
I always wonder. Well, yes, obviously I would.
Right. Yeah.
Well, would I? You know what? That's a hard question. I think I would be too self-loathing to watch it.
You know, I had that problem but I've managed to forgive myself a lot more and just kind of erase what I'm doing and watch actually other people. Yeah, you can be highly critical of yourself, but...
Were you always like, I'm going to watch myself, even back on like soap opera days?
In the soap opera days, I couldn't wait to watch myself.
Yeah.
I remember my dad would record all my episodes, and then he would only record the scenes I was in, and then he would only record my half of the scenes. Like, I'd be talking to someone, and when it cut away, the tape would stop, and then it would cut back to me kind of halfway in a conversation. Like, he couldn't be bothered with other people talking.
Please tell me this was on a VCR, so it was like scratchy.
VCR,
and like,
it was bad.
Oh,
bad.
It's like lying on the floor, hitting the pause button. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That makes me so happy.
Then he would hand that tape to my grandmother, who'd be completely content watching just that.
Right? I love that.
There you go.
I love that. And then so you were able to see that, and then once you started, I feel like how many years were you acting when Steven Spielberg cast you?
Oh my gosh.
Like not that many.
No, I had just come out of the soap opera. I came out to Los Angeles, and it was one of my first gigs in Los Angeles.
Saving Private Ryan, small movie.
A little bit.
Just tell me what that audition was.
You had to just come in. And they say, "Okay, hey, nice to meet you. Now cry," and you just had to cry really hard. You just had to cry.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They actually made you cry?
Well, it was the scene where they say, "Hey, your brothers are dead," and then I start crying. Yeah, it's a very short scene.
And how does one cry? Can you cry on demand?
I can.
Like if I said to you, "Can you cry right now?" You would cry.
I could. It's been a little while since I have, but I'm
not gonna do it.
It used to be something we would do on the bus on the way to school, is to see who could cry first. And you weren't allowed to cheat by reaching out and pulling out a nose hair.
Yeah, that hurts like hell.
That's an immediate cry.
Yeah,
you don't want to do that.
Did you like dig a fingernail in? Like, do you go to like a really dark, the world is ending place?
I think I just remember what it's like to be sad and to kind of flex that muscle without actually any kind of memory on it. Or just watch a sort of sad movie, anything Disney on a plane. That'll give you the same.
Yeah.
Feeling.
Yes. Right. Because you're on a plane, so it's like impending death at every second.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Like Bambi, when Bambi's mom died.
I know this is really exciting radio, but if you could see it, I don't even want to say, guys.
Wow, that was some real. That was like broadcast news level.
I didn't actually get one coming down the cheek or anything like that.
No, the eyes were welling.
I just went glassy.
Very much. See, I thought Cheers. I thought that was like a glycerin thing with actors, but only fake actors, not you, Nathan Fillion.
There is a little something they can just kind of dab on.
Yeah.
It's like a eucalyptus oil or something.
Yes.
It gets in your eyes and you can't stop crying.
Yes.
Yeah. There's that thing.
All right. Like, why are we even talking about The Rookie yet? The Rookie. What is happening this Sunday? We've been waiting and waiting. What can you tell us to tease this second half of the season?
Serial killer has taken one of our own, Lucy Chen, played by the lovely Melissa O'Neill, who is an incredibly talented actress who really has a chance to shine in this episode. She's now been taken by a serial killer, buried alive. So this is one of those ticking time bomb kind of episodes. We're racing the clock.
is being buried alive one of your biggest fears in the world? Because it is mine. I know we're talking about like tears and anxiety a lot today. I think it's because I have a sick kid at home, but
I've never really. I'm claustrophobic. I think just kind of. Yeah, I think that would scare the crap out of me.
that's why you cry while
I
watching
don't
Disney movies on
drown
planes.
either. I don't want to drown.
No, drowning.
Because like
that's
you can
bad.
see it coming.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm going to give you a tip of a happy plane movie to watch
Go.
now. Anything with sharks, like that Blake Lively movie.
Yeah.
where
Oh
she,
my God, it was terrifying.
Yes, but it's not on a plane because you're so far
From the ocean.
water.
Right.
Yeah, that you don't think about it.
Now, I will lock that into my memory.
Okay.
And I will pull that in. I will pull those scenes in when I'm scuba diving some of the time on another vacation. I'll say, why did I do that? Why did I watch that?
Yes.
Thanks, Blake. That was nice. I was able to zip off and do another project really quick. I did a little role in the new Suicide Squad.
Oh, I think I've heard of that movie.
Where I met a couple of really cool people. One of them, Pete Davidson,
Oh.
who works
Did you
not
start
too far
dating
from
him?
there. Close.
Yes. Everyone
we had
else
him
does.
come down, do an episode of The Rookie. He plays my half-brother.
No.
My miscreant, ne'er-do-well half-brother. One's a cop, one guy's a pain in the ass, and now they're half-brothers.
That's kind of a buddy comedy waiting to happen.
It's
spin-off, rookie spin-off.
Amazing. Let me tell you what I never knew about Pete Davidson. How incredibly charming he is. Oh, my God.
I mean, I figured.
I always thought that kid looked like 10 miles of bad road. I was like,
Yeah.
who's this guy? Okay, who's this guy coming? Here we go. He's the nicest man. The nicest man. I used to think I was the nicest man.
You're not. You've
Now
been
I'm
you've been demoted.
I'm
Where does Henry Winkler fall? Is it like Davidson, Henry Winkler, and then Fillion?
Okay. I've never met Henry Winkler. I'm told he's a real mensch.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Henry David Nathan.
Okay, fair.
In that order.
You brought up Suicide Squad too. You know so James Gunn is this you and James Gunn obviously know each other, work together. Is it like you see his name pop up on your phone and you're like, yes, I'll do the project? How does that work?
Yeah, I have a couple people that when they call, it's yes to whatever you say.
Mm-hmm. Who else is on the list?
Joss Whedon.
Mm-hmm, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. James.
Firefly Forever.
What's that?
Yes,
There you
Joss
go.
Whedon. I love him.
James is. Oh my God, that guy. You know, you meet these wonderfully, wonderfully talented people, and I remember when he said to me, "Hey, big news! I got Guardians of the Galaxy," and I said, "Oh, good luck! I hated that comic book; it was the worst." He said, "Don't worry, I've got this." And I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy.
He had it.
Oh my God, did he have it?
Yeah.
I loved it. I can't. How do you take something I hated? I hate's a strong word. I wasn't interested.
Right.
And I was a kid, and it was a comic book, and how could I not be interested? I mean, what James did is phenomenal.
Absolutely.
So to be a part of his creative process, to be a part of his excitement, I mean, he loves making movies. He pretends he doesn't, but he does.
What did you think when everyone was like, "Are you playing Arm Fall Off Boy"?
That was never a comic I really dived into, so I didn't really know who that was that they were talking about, and it certainly wasn't the name I was reading in the script. So I just said, "Yeah, go for it. Whatever you guys think is great. So long as you're not asking." I would get. It's so secret. It's so super duper secret. Everything you get from them has your name plastered across it, so that you can never distribute it.
Right.
I mean, they'll know.
Yeah. Which gets in the way of your second career as selling scripts on eBay.
I mean,
right?
Honestly.
Yeah.
So I start to sweat a little bit when people start getting close to what I would consider something that's actually accurate. And I'm the worst liar. I'm the worst. I couldn't play poker to save my life.
Really?
Really.
So I could just list some superheroes and you would eventually tell me or start crying? Yeah, okay.
Probably both.
Okay, good. I love that. I wouldn't do that to you. I mean, I would make you cry, but I wouldn't do the make you. Well, just tell me, is it super exciting to be doing another superhero project?
Is it a super villain project?
A super villain
It's
project.
even more freeing because
Yes.
there's less responsibility. Superheroes, I mean, you're duty bound, right, center, left, everywhere you go.
Yes.
Villains, they're very self-serving, and it's more fun, I think, to play selfish.
What can you say? Well, what? How about what's your outfit? There have been pictures of you and your character. I don't know if I'm even allowed to say like what color.
I wore a very It was kind of Captain America-esque, minus the sleeves, which is, I'm not like the most buff guy in the world, but you better believe I was doing some some
So
curls,
it's like
and some
a frat
push-ups and
boy
some-
spandex shirt?
It's like that. Yeah, like that.
Like cut out, like under the ribs,
It's-
like that
it's-
horrible.
It's like, well, it doesn't have any. It's not even a short sleeve. It's like no sleeve, a little bit of shoulder pad, kind of 80s style. And everybody I've ever known who's played a superhero, I'm texting them. I go, so is it like cool if you like do push-ups on set? Is like, do people look at you funny and do like what is the protocol on? And then everybody was like, yeah, actually, I mean, you look like a jerk, but you got to do it. I mean, yeah, you look like a jerk for 5 seconds, and then it's on TV forever.
I love you. You are absolutely delightful. I'm very much looking forward to the return of the Rookie this Sunday, 10 p.m. on ABC, and hopefully many years to come.
Hopefully.
And I'm so excited for Suicide Squad 2 to see Nathan Fillion in full arm buffness.
Yeah, that's about as buff as it gets.
Crying or not crying? Crying supervillain or not crying supervillain?
If you don't cry as a supervillain, I don't think you're going deep enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fair. You know what? So true. So true. Thank you, Nathan Fillion.